Good evening. Welcome to the August 12th, 2024 Planning Commission meeting here for Yukon. Commissioner Geis is going to do the invocation, and then we'll do the flag salute.
Father, thank you for the rain that you've given us, the relief from heat temporarily. Thank you for all you've done for us. I ask that you give us wisdom tonight. Help us to make the decisions you want us to for the betterment of this town. Thank you for the people you have serving this town. And we give you the glory, honor, praise, and be with all the schools as they go back, and the teachers, the kids, and the families. We praise you and thank you in your name. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, please. Here.
Jones,
Here.
Knuckles,
Here.
Geis,
Here. Here.
Item number 1 on the agenda this evening is approval of the minutes from the July 8th meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Who did we get?
I'll second.
You good, Julie?
Yeah, who made the first?
Great. Stephen did.
Yeah.
Okay. And who second? Lee?
Lee? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Wright,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Knuckles,
Yes.
Geis,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Item number 2. Is there any visitors in the audience who would like to speak on a non-agenda item? If there's no visitors, we'll go on to item number 3. To hear requests, by Purvi Patel for Wallace Design Collective for a final plat of the variety care of Yukon at 1401 West Vandeman. Yes, ma'am. Please tell us your name and your address.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Purvi Patel with Wallace Design Collective. The address is 410 North Walnut, Oklahoma City. I am here representing the property owner and the applicant, which is Variety Care for this. If you all remember, just last month, you saw a preliminary plat for the site. So we're moving forward with the final plat. The Variety Care Clinic has some federal funding coming their way, and so are on a time limit, and that's the reason we're working through this timeline as quickly as we can. We have read through the staff report. There's only a couple of comments on the conditions listed. Number 2, asked for a private detention area be noted on the plat. And then number 3 was a note adding maintenance of all common areas and private detention easements be responsibility of the property owner. What we're requesting is that language for number 2 and 3 just be replaced with a note will be added to the plat stating detention area is private and the maintenance is a responsibility of the property owner. And the reason for that is the City of Yukon Code does not require detention to be placed in a private easement. So there will be no private detention easement on the plat, nor will there be any common area. So we've talked to staff, and staff has agreed, as well as Robbie with team, just to ensure that we're putting a note on there that the detention basin is private and the responsibility will be on the property owner to maintain it.
Okay, so I'm sorry, tell me again what you want the verbiage to be changed to?
So the number 1 we agree with, we can list it as a public easement. It's number 2 and 3 we would like to be replaced with a note. Well, I'm not sure, I don't want to make your motion for you, but just that a note will be added to the plat stating that the detention area is private and the responsibility will fall on the property owner. Maintenance responsibility will fall on the property owner. And that language would replace conditions 2 and 3.
Okay. Sorry, I had the wrong piece of paper. Thank you.
Yep. Happy to answer any questions.
You guys have any questions? Sorry.
Was staff, you guys were all, everybody good with that?
Basically, the draft motion is what she's saying, right? It's the agreement between staff and them as well. Okay, perfect. Do you have a motion?
So, sorry. I want to make sure I get that right. Responsibility would be the
Maintenance responsibility, the responsibility will be on the property owner.
okay. Okay. I'll make a motion. In the case of the final plat, application by Wallace Design Collective on behalf of Bryant Stephen Ventures LLC, we have read the staff report and received testimony at the public hearing. We find ourselves in agreement with the staff findings cited in the staff report. Move that this item be recommended for approval with the following additional conditions. 1, waterline easement be denoted on plat as public. And 2, a note added to that the detention is private and maintenance will be the responsibility of the property owner.
So have a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Knuckles,
Yes.
Geis,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Good luck to your with your project and welcome to Yukon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, item number 4, discussion, consideration, and possible action to recommend adoption of an ordinance to amend Article 3, Section 304, permitted use table. So much paperwork.
So in your packet, you had the staff report, but then you also had a clean version of what staff is looking at in ordinance form, just so that you guys could see that. And then the last piece of information you have in your packet is essentially all the changes that staff made within the use table itself. The reason that we are bringing this is, as you know, since we've been working with this code, staff's been working just trying to figure it out and then seeing what's working, what's not. And there's been a few things that have been some errors within the use table, as well as just adjustments that we have thought it probably needs to be made moving forward. One was given to you in the staff report about the zoo and commercial districts. And then just some other changes that we're looking at. I'm not sure how you guys want to go about looking at those, or if there's questions. Whichever way you guys would like to do it.
I think we're all trying to get through our 5 million
this is
pieces
the
of
clean?
paperwork.
Okay,
The
so the
clean
one that's
copy?
in the ordinance form, that's a first table, is the clean version that doesn't show the changes.
Okay.
The other one should be a stapled copy. It should be the very last thing in your agenda packets.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, we had a lot of information tonight.
The changes. So the highlighted
Attachment A.
version is what you want to change, right?
Yes, the highlighted is, it will show the changes that we're looking at making, yes.
So this is an agenda item. So what's being asked of us here? Are we being asked to approve this? Are we being asked to discuss? Is this something that we'll approve and it goes to the council?
So this, with it being an agenda item, it can be a discussion, it can be an action taken on it. What staff would like to see is be able to, if you guys are comfortable with it, to be able to move forward, but we will take the direction of the planning commission. So if you guys are having some concerns over the changes, then we'd be happy to.
The only thing I noted, and maybe I'm just confused, like on B, which is public institutional use table, for the clean one, it showed under child care center, it showed a C under CO up there on the use type. And it still shows that on the highlighted version. Is there a difference? Just so I can know.
No,
So
the
just
clean version is there just to show you what it would look like in ordinance form if it got approved as such.
okay.
We
So
gave
the-
you the highlighted version
So
to
no
show you the
change on-
changes that are made.
Well, that's why so there was a change on that. Did I miss?
So on that child care center that you brought up,
Yeah.
it was not allowed in CO at all previously. And then what staff was adding is adding it as a conditional use.
Okay. Because on my other one, it showed it on here. It must just been a.
So the highlighted
Got it.
underlined is the proposed change, and the highlighted scorched through is the proposed change
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
to add and take away.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. So if it has a line through it, which some of them might be a little hard to see, but if it has a line through it, then that is to delete. A line under it is to add.
Okay. So how many requests have we gotten for a zoo, or is there rumor of a zoo? Because I'm kind of excited about this
Right?
since it's mentioned. I was hoping
we actually,
you have dolphins.
I know. Yeah, that'd be really nice to have a dolphin zoo. I would totally go to that. No, we have not had any requests for a zoo. That was kind of a
Precautionary.
staff, yeah, it was. And when staff saw that, we're like, oh,
Yeah.
that would be great right behind a residential district to have a zoo with lions and tigers and dolphins. So
Maybe
the
the tiger
tiger
the overlay
king,
district.
And then some of the other changes were just little glitches or little things that the staff thought that could change. One of them was had a permitted use within for vehicle sales and rental and CH as well as I-1. And we felt that that probably should be a special use permit versus just allowing them wherever within those two zoning districts. And the other one, kind of, there's several in here, but another one that staff really talked about was general industrial service was allowed in CH, and that didn't make a whole lot of sense to us why you'd want any sort of industrial in your CH zoning. So we decided to take that away and leave it in industrial.
What does the I-40 overlay consist of?
So the I-40 overlay is another overlay district that we have that's very similarly to the urban core overlay that we just talked about, except it's going to be within just a portion of the I-40
Yep.
area.
I looked at your map you gave me.
I can direct you to it in your book if you
Yeah,
do you have your book?
I actually just added it to my book. Yeah.
One of the things that it is an overlay that allows like buildings up to 70 foot tall, which normally the rest of the city is 35. So there's some things in there that it's designed for just a
Sure. And that's what I was
higher.
just looking at here with the hotel motel.
so it's on
They
page
tend to have different sign
79.
code and
Yeah.
I'm not finding it.
I've got it all over here.
maybe the-
I understand now. I just wanted to know where it was. That's all.
Okay. It's up by I-40.
Do you gentlemen have any other questions?
Nope.
Misplaced.
Very good, thank you.
Item number 4. You guys have it?
And these are recommendations that we're making after working with this every day for a year. I'm the zoning administrator, so I have to verify every business license that comes through, and some things make sense and some things don't really make sense. So we've just kind of,
Well, I think with the conditional use and some of the other things in there, like I think this goes along. It makes this tractable, I guess, to businesses. So there's options, if you will. So
right. We definitely think the zoo should be in agricultural zoning.
be careful what you say. We got a lot of ag around here.
I know.
You don't know. As Bill would say, that's like a placeholder.
But it's also a special use permit, so you
Yeah,
would have to
fair
approve
enough.
it. So
Well, I'm good with this. I mean, I'll make a motion to approve.
Find it. I'll second.
Call the roll, please. Or no, wait, discussion. Any further discussion?
I'm just excited I can start a dog track. I just found out.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that that was even a possibility. So
Call the roll, please, Julie.
okay. Wright,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Knuckles,
yes,
Geis,
yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Item number 5. Is there any new business that folks would like to talk about?
There's no new business. Item number 6 is open discussion.
School starting, be careful in the bus zones, school zones, all that stuff.
Garth Brooks. Well, kudo in the Garth Brooks construction.
Kudos, big kudos.
Man,
It's going good.
nice.
Fast too.
Yeah, you can get over 35 pretty easy.
It's nice.
It's gonna do good for our
me,
city's
Leo.
revenue.
There's
Yeah,
n-
I just want to thank staff again for all the work you've done on this to help, especially the new ones and stuff. Really appreciate it. It was a great help.
You're welcome.
I would second that. You guys do a really good job preparing us and making us look way better than we are. So thank you for that. And thank you for the study session. You guys bring a lot of value to our town, and I think we're very lucky to have you guys on staff. And I look forward to working with you guys in the future. So if there's nothing else, the meeting's adjourned. We'll see you on September 16th,